Welcome to our very first video from Quartermaster. My name is Quintal, and I am the Lead Digital Facilitator here at Quartermaster. Today we'll be looking at a recent release from Fundraise Up, looking at their upgrade links. We've had a lot of questions from some of our customers and really looking to understand this further. So we'll have a brief overview and go through the different features and settings available within here. On the screen here, I have the example from their example charity where they really kind of showcase some of the functionality. So at the end of the day here, this functionality is really about creating a link that allows individuals with recurring donations to be sent to this page. And this page really highlights a personalized amount that recurring donors can increase the donation. You'll notice here there's 3 options given here. These options are generated using AI and the different data points that Fundraise Up uses, including an additional amount. Now you'll notice this amount doesn't actually allow them to reduce their donation. It is really kind of focused on increase. And so the amount here would be increasing that amount. Now in the small text, you can see the existing donation shown in this example, and each of these buttons increasing by 4, 6, 10, or an additional amount above 1090. In this scenario as well here, we're noticing that there's a comment around the fact that we are already covering transaction costs. If we weren't covering transaction costs as a secondary add-on, there would be a check box here for us to review and be able to actually cover transaction. So this is the first version of the link. I'll switch over to the next page here to show the secondary version, which really focuses on covering the transaction costs first and foremost, and then subsequently actually showcases an ability to increase the amount. So let's have a look at that now. Looking here at the covering fees option, we can see the focus on covering transaction costs, looks at, again, identifying the current amount per month, and then the transaction cost being clearly identified, and then the upgrade to the total donation amount, and being able to confirm. Going through the confirm process here, we will be sent an email to confirm the changes. And then during that process, we would actually be shown an ability to upgrade the actual donation amount. So let's go there. So after confirming in our email that we have upgraded the covering transaction, we'll be sent to this landing page showing us that the plan's next amount will be the upgraded amount, the date it will start, and the card being used. And then actually being kind of proposed to potentially also increase our amount. If donors don't want to do this, they can simply exit and this cost coverage will still be enabled. But in this case, it's just kind of a passive way to ask. In terms of delivering the 2 different types of upgrades available, this is actually achievable through 2 different ways. I just mentioned confirming through an email, and this is kind of the primary and easiest way to do this. And this is by simply kind of creating a link using the recurring ID number and the supporter ID number to create a link that is available. And then the alternative is actually an encrypted version of that link, which adds a third element to be able to remove the need for donors to actually confirm the email. Now the need for this last element is what we call a hash, or a encrypted portion of the link, which really allows us to make sure that people can't copy and paste the link easily into the URL bar in order to be able to actually increase somebody else's email. We won't be going into how to build the URL specifically in this video, but stay tuned for follow-up videos on how to build the different components, both for the unhashed and hashed version, looking at where in the settings we find the different pieces of information, where to export some specific data, and potentially also looking at how do we integrate this into an email provider to be able to create a campaign around this functionality, building email links that specifically send users and donors to this specific donation page with these custom amounts. So stay tuned. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to add them below. We'll be happy to follow up. Cheers.